Come get ready with me as I be a chud who does nothing all day. So I just got back from church and I gotta get my pet birds up, which means I gotta get them their vegetables and their fruit. You could just wait a moment. 5 years ago, my mom told me I should get a pet because I had nothing going on. So I'm a lazy chud. It's complicated. So I ended up with a pet bird, Jerry. And then my mom thought it would be fun if she got a pet bird, so we could both do bird stuff. And then she got too busy, so now I have two pet birds. Which is for the best, because they're really social creatures, and I don't have time to chill with them all day, so it's good that he has a friend. Sorry about the noise in the background. There's two air fryers going on. Two of my brothers are both making chicken nuggets while I'm doing this. Now I gotta get my pet birds up. Gotta turn off the fan. I don't know where to set this camera. I'll just set it against the Kleenex box, I guess. See what I can do. Actually, no, maybe I can get a little close and you guys can see the birds. Jerry. Smile, buddy, you're on camera. Oh, you can't see him. It's way too dark. I can see him, but he's in his bed. Oh, my goodness. He's peering out, and he looks kind of evil. Hi, buddy. Here he is. He's so cute, but he's evil, and I am going to kill him someday, because he's the worst. I don't recommend getting a bird other than like a budgie or a cockatiel or a finch until you're like a grown adult with like a somewhat steady life, because this jerk has a 15 to 30 year lifespan, like anywhere in that range. And when I go to college, he's gonna miss me a lot, and I'm gonna miss him, but it's gonna be worse for him because like he has no motion, you know. He's got nothing in his life other than me and his friend Sherbert, who he's a simp for, but she doesn't always like him. She likes human attention more than bird attention, so when there's another human that isn't me, she'll like literally push him away with her claw. It's so funny. But yeah, I mean, I love these birds, but I would not, if you're considering getting a bird for whatever masochistic reason, I would just wait until you're like done with college. And if you're gonna like do like missionary work or something like that, just don't get a bird, because they're gonna get really attached to you. I gotta give him his vegetables. He's fat. He just wants his food. All right, time to get the sherbet up. If you're wondering why our cage is so much bigger than his, to tell you the truth, it's because I'm a self-misandrist and I hate men and I apply it to animals. So I love her more than I love him. But on a much more real note, this cage was actually meant for him because Sherbet's likes smaller spaces more than he does. Like, she likes to go spelunking in between my bed and the wall. But Jerry just wasn't getting used to this cage. He was scared of it for a while, so I figured, you know, it is an upgrade for either of them. No, she's definitely fine with smaller spaces more than he is. It is still an upgrade. Oh, there you are. Hey, Sherbet. Hi, Sherbet. She's definitely kinder than Jerry is. She also has a fatter mentality. I mean, Jerry, you know, wants his food first thing in the morning, but she wants it first or thing in the morning. Like, that's all she wants. She just wants to get her food, like, right now, and to find out who this ugly bird is that she's looking at in the mirror. Yeah, she's not always as smart as Jerry. Enjoying yourself? Chunky bird, holy. They're actually both a pretty healthy weight. They're about 60 grams each. This is sort of on the skinnier side of these birds because a lot of people gorge them. Dirty enablers. Hello. Hello. Don't worry, he was doing this before I got the camera back out, so he clearly just wants my attention. There we go, now he's eating. That. Yay, I'm an official influencer. I'm filming myself in front of a mirror. Alright, so I'm gonna do my skincare now. I'm not gonna film like all of it, because that'd be kind of annoying. Stay in there. I can never really get my hair right, you know, it's like the front bit always falls into some weird angle and I either end up with a bowl cut or like that narcissist haircut where it's like parting sort of both ways but not fully. I'm not really sure what each of these do. Like I get the overall purpose is like to prevent like bacteria or whatever that could lead to acne. Doesn't seem to be working too well. But I don't know what each thing does. You know, it's just my sister recommended this routine to me. And, you know, she's a woman, so I'm sure she knows what she's talking about here. Sorry, I didn't give you guys a warning about taking off my glasses. Maybe I'll edit that in. It's absorbing this way more than normal. And I already sprayed it, you know, I moisturized it, but it's just not enough, huh? It'd be nice to have like flawless skin, you know? I could start adding foundation, but then I'd never beat any allegations, because contrary to popular belief, I'm not gay. And you know, I think a bit of acne actually looks kind of good on people, just not on me. Like just a healthy, small amount of it, it adds natural color and texture. Like without adding makeup, without adding, you know, rose coloring or something. Like there's this girl I knew who's probably gay, so it wouldn't have happened anyways, but like just, she just had acne on both sides of her face, and honestly, it was really attractive. But she was definitely gay, she had really short hair, but like, you know, if she weren't, or if she wanted to take a break from being gay, I'd have been open to that. It's kind of concerning though. She's like the single most involved person in that class aside from me, and this keeps happening on any like humanities class that I'm in, be it philosophy or communications, which is really an excuse of a class, to be honest, but whatever. These students that are most dedicated, it's always me and someone who's definitely a lesbian. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. I'm just wondering what it says about me. Because, like, again, I'm not gay, but, like, I'm here doing my skincare, talking about how, with the major I'm in, philosophy, it seems that the people most dedicated to it, other than myself in every class, is like right after me, is a really, really gay woman. And maybe that means it's a masculine thing, because gay women tend to be more masculine than straight women. So maybe it's actually a good thing. Maybe that works in my favor. Have all these preconceived ideas what it is to be masculine or whatever. I am perfectly fine being a man and wanting good skin. Why there should be a contradiction, why that should mean that I would, you know, be on the queer side, I don't really understand. I feel like that sort of thing's actually very limiting. Where you're like, oh, I'm a guy, but I like some girly things, so I must be gay. Why? Why does it require that label? You can be the straightest, cisest guy and, you know, still want like smooth skin. There should be no correlation between that and being queer. And I feel like that hurts a lot of people who never find the right label for themselves. And I just think, like, why do you need one? Can't you just live your life? Varies from person to person. I just think some people get hasty with it and change up their entire life based on finding the right term for themselves, the right orientation, the right identity. And some people, they do find the right one and they are happy with it, and I'm happy for them that they have peace. but others never have peace about it. They will always look for the right label. They will always change who or what they are because they don't know who they are and they think that they have to know. Why do you have to know so much about yourself? I'm comfortable being a straight guy, but if you're not, do you still have to know what you are? I'm fine having the answers, but some people don't have the answers and will never find them because the answers don't exist because they're simply human and they're looking for something way more specific than the unpredictability of humanity. This is so ingenuine because I actually already came in here to make sure there was no one in here, so I could record in here. But now I'm treating it like I just entered here. And I thought about saying that, and I thought about saying that. I do this in a lot of scenarios in my head, where I come up with something and like I say it to people, and then I'm like, I actually thought about saying this, but then I never actually get to it. Right now it feels like I'm actually just in my head because I do this all the time. This is weird. Anyways, this is where I get most of my work done. I sit in here. Holy crap, all that skincare just for my hair to be... I do my doom scrolling in here. This is an empty rat cage. Yeah, they died. Sometimes I read the Bible in here, but like, it's on my phone, and being on my phone, I'm gonna end up scrolling. It's better just to read a physical copy of it, but like, I don't want to carry it into here and look like a prude. Like, oh yeah, look, I'm carrying the Bible around with me. Darn it, my acne. Again, hot on others, but not on me. Goodness gracious. I'm committing to Vector. Why not? I can't do it. We'll be in here for a while. Actually, I gotta eat. Alright. See you guys in a bit. I'm only gonna do school for like 15 minutes. Alright, it's really not gonna be that bad. Alright, well, I got some of my doom scrolling out of the way. I'm gonna go do some more nothingness, maybe eat something. I haven't eaten a lot today. Did make a TikTok thing, but like it's not finished because I need to clip it with something. Not sure what to clip it to. But I'll probably be back here later. I made a burger. I know what you're thinking. Oh, that's fat. That's the food for fatzos, Eric. And then, someone's watching thinking, Eric, what's with the fat jokes? Are you fat phobic? Yeah, I am afraid of myself. Sometimes. I scare myself. Do you have a problem with that? Holy. Anyways, yeah, it's got 4 spices. Well, 4 spices if you're white. Salt and pepper don't count for really everyone else. So to my audience of color, it has white pepper and paprika. But to the rest of my audience, it also has salt and black pepper. And it's got this custom, like, honey mayonnaise I made with, like, mayonnaise and honey mustard and honey and a little bit of salt. The salt does count there, I feel, at least a little. Yeah, I haven't really... I've eaten 4 slices of lunch meat today. I've been up for 6 hours, so... this is warranted. And it's finna taste good. Don't worry, I'm not gonna eat out here. Again. I just needed to cramp my forehead. Yeah, whatever. I just needed a place to film. Alright, adios, lads.